So what would be the first step for saving deposit? Like you and I had to save up deposits. Actually, I think we're both pretty good with savings when we're growing up. So maybe we just share some of the stuff that we've learned.
Yeah, well, I guess the first part of it is we're talking about, figure out what you need as a deposit. What's your, comfort level, and, what are you willing to, I guess, purchase price range, and that'll help you figure out what you need. So we're talking.
So you got a goal there.
Yeah, you got a goal that you're saving towards, and that way you'll be motivated to reach it. So if you are in the lower cost, the lowest I would say would be $300,000. That's just my opinion. And if you're looking at that, you're probably looking at around $50,000 just in cash to go down that path.
Yeah.
And that's we'll talk about cash buffers, but common sense would just suggest don't put all your eggs in that basket, because if, say, the aircon goes or something goes, you need that cash, and you don't want to bring that on a credit card. It's going to stress you out. You're not going to enjoy the experience. So let's just work off, say, $50,000 is the minimum.
Up to 80, 70 to 80.
Yeah, so up to 80. It depends on where you're at. But I guess the fundamentals of this whole episode is well, how do you get to that? If you're sitting there and you're like, well, that's fantastic. I'm struggling to even just, live at the moment, and you want me to pull out 50 grand.
Especially in times like we are at time of recording.
Yeah, so some little tips and tricks. So let's, the first thing which I would say is get control of your bad debts and eradicate them. And what are bad debts? They're things that are costing you money, right? Like credit cards, I guess buy now, pay later fees, car loans, things like that.
Yeah.
There's savvy ways to do it, and this is just general advice, obviously, but you can, if you have those higher debts like car debts and credit card debts, you can consolidate them into either a full credit card balance transfer. So what that is you take the credit card debt you've got. Other banks will offer you a 0% interest free period over a 12 or 24-month period, and they do that to entice you into their bank, because then you become a customer. And what's that doing? It's actually stopping you from having to pay 15 to 20% plus on that debt on your credit card. It's giving you that ability over that 1 to 2 years to pay down that debt, as opposed to paying down the debt and the interest. So it'll fasten that up. With car loans, look, you can refinance into different products as well. We can even take out sort of maybe lower rate mortgage, so personal loans. But the whole intention is to really reduce that, I guess, that debt liability, because you want to transfer from paying interest to paying down debt, and that's going to help you eradicate that debt as soon as possible.